Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbana zidna ilma. Allahumma faqihna fid din. Allahumma anfa'na bima 'allamtana wa 'allimna ma yanfa'una wa zidna ilma. Walhamdulillahi ala kulli hal. So here we are with our session number 35. And I am going to start my session with a review of the concepts that we have done in our last session, inshallah. So if you all remember, we started learning fail few weeks ago, and then we all learned about details that you will see in any jumla failure. You have been taught that every fail that is tam is by itself a complete sentence, since it can convey complete message. It has a pronoun and it has an action. It is not only an action word, but it also has the doer with it. So every fail that you are going to see that is going to be a complete fail is fail tam, and it is going to be treated as a complete sentence. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Quran shows us different details. In some sentences you see more details than in others, right? Everyone with me so far? You understood that what we are going to do? We are starting with a review. You were taught in last session number 34. I think I have it here. Al-Mafa'ilul Khamsa. Do you remember? What were those Al-Mafa'ilul Khamsa? I want everyone to give me at least one maf'ul. It is a plural for maf'ul, al-mafa'il, and we only have 5 maf'ul in Quran that we are going to see. We will see other details in any given verbal sentence, but we are not going to call it maf'ul unless I tell you otherwise, okay? So you are just going to call them, these 5 al-mafa'ilul hamsa. The rest is going to be other details, and I will teach you how to label them, inshallah, with time. So I have seen some answers are already there, that we have maf'ul bihi, maf'ul fihi, maf'ul ma'ahu, and maf'ul mutlaq, and I need one more maf'ul. Ma'ahu, fihi, bihi, lahu. Very well done. Maf'ul lahu. When I started teaching you al-mafa'ilul hamsa, I don't think you paid attention to the statement that I passed at that time, that I am not going to call hal a maf'ul. Okay, I've seen an answer today and also in the last section as well, that hal was given as a maf'ul. We are not going to call hal as maf'ul. You have not learned that concept yet, so don't worry about it. The maf'ul that you are going to be seeing in your jumla failure are going to be maf'ul bihi, maf'ul fihi, maf'ul lahu, maf'ul ma'ahu, and maf'ul mutlaq. Yes, I understand that hal is also a detail, and you are rightly considering it a detail, but we are not going to call it maf'ul. We will just call it al-hal. Is this clear? I hope it is, something clear. So give me the name of maf'ul that answers my what and who question. You can just use abbreviation and I will, take it as a right answer. You can use abbreviation. You don't need to put the whole, Yes, bihi is the one that answers my what and who question in any given verbal sentence or jumla failure. What is the name of a maf'ul that answers my where and when questions? Maf'ul fihi. Very well done. Tell me the name of the maf'ul that tells me why the action actually took place. That tells me the reason for an action. Maf'ul lahu or maf'ul li ajlihi. What is the name of maf'ul that tells me that in so and so's company the action happened? Ma'ahu, maf'ul ma'ahu. Very well done. And what maf'ul is there to emphasize my action, provide additional detail of my action, and shares in most instances the same root letters as the root letter of my fi'l? Yes, that is maf'ul mutlaq. Everyone with me so far? I get the right answer so far, so I'm hoping that people have understood these concepts. Okay, so if I give you the sentence qara'a, what do you think about qara'a? Three fathas, qara'a. What do you think? Yeah, he read, he recited. Okay. Muhammadun. What is Muhammad in this example? Muhammadun. Qara'a is madi. It's a doer. Qara'a was madi, huwa, with damir al-mustatir, but that gets cancelled out when there is a ism after it that shares, gender and also is rough in status, right? So Muhammadun is a doer. What is special about Muhammadun? Did you notice how is it ending? What kind of an ism it is? With tanween. It is ending with a tanween. What will you call it? If a name gets a tanween, what kind of a property is that? It's not common. It's proper. It's a proper name. It's a proper name. Muhammadun. It's a noun. If my name is if my proper name ends with tanween, what kind of property is that? It goes to your flexibility. Remember, once upon a time we did flexibility. I think I did not explain my question very well or something. It's a fully flexible name because it can take tanween. One of those names that is fully flexible. So keep that in mind. Do not forget Muhammad, Shoaib, Hud, Salih, Ad, name of the tribe, and a few more. Uzair were fully flexible names that you see in Quran. Okay, so Qara'a Muhammadun, Qara'a was by fail Madi, Qaf, Ra, Hamza are the root letters. Then comes Muhammadun, and it cancelled Ad-Damir Mustatir in Qara'a, and now it took over because it was an outside doer here. Wal Bahra. After my waw, my ism is in nasb status. We will come to this later, but before that, I will go to Kitaban. What do you think about Kitaban? Qara'a Muhammadun Kitaban. What is Kitaban doing here? What will you label Kitaban here? It is nasb in status and it is your maf'ul bihi because it answered, what did Muhammad read? Right? What did Muhammad read? Muhammad read a book, right? Laylan. Laylan means night. So what kind of an answer is Laylan giving you? What kind of a detail is Laylan? It is maf'ul fihi, right? Maf'ul fihi, because it is telling me when did Muhammad read the book, right? So it answered my when question, so I can call it my maf'ul fihi. Okay. Talban lil ilm. Talb means seeking, for seeking knowledge. So what is talban here? What kind of a question it is answering? Why did he read the book? What was the reason, right? So I see an answer from Sister Ambreen. It is maf'ul lahu, because talb is telling me that why did he have to read the book at night? Okay. Now, so talban lil ilm, for seeking the knowledge. This guy, Muhammad, was reading the book. So now comes qira'atan tawilatan. He really spent some time with the book. He just did not, as many of us do, we open the book, and I think after 4 or 5 sentences, I myself, I go to sleep. I don't, books, put me to sleep very easily. They're my, I can say they're my, sleeping pills. For me, they act like sleeping pills. So, but this guy, he spent good time. Qira'atan tawilatan. Tawilatan means long reading. He read he really, really read the book. So what is qira'atan doing here? Qira'atan tawilatan, yes, it is a mawsuf sifa, but what is qira'atan doing here? What it is emphasizing Muhammad's action of reading the book. Same root, right? Qaf ra hamza, right? Qira'atan, when it came here, it emphasized all whatever Muhammad did, right? Now, where was Muhammad? Muhammad was in the company of, you cannot say where you are, and usually you don't have you don't say that I was in the company of a pen, or I was in company of a paper, or I was in company of a river. But technically, if you look at the structure here, wal bahra, wow came, and wow did not transfer the status from Muhammad to Bahar, right? This river thing, this Bahar means river. This river is not doing an action, right? So what can we call this wow and al-bahra? What is left out of your 5 mafa'il? Do you remember? Ma'ahu. So he was in the company of the river. You can just think of, he was, he ate burger holding pencil in his hand. So pencil is something. What will be the pencil then? Holding pencil in the hand. You can, with pencil in hand, he was talking to so and so. With pencil, what can be with pencil? If I give you a sentence, he was talking to me with pencil in his hand. So with pencil in his hand, what can this do? In the company of pencil. Yeah, sometimes you can be in company of objects as well. Okay, you don't have to be in company of people. Sometimes you will see that this wow is used before an object as well. And with the pencil is giving you an idea that this was in his hand and all that. Okay, so this is maf'ul. This is going to be maf'ul ma'ahu. And your giveaway is that despite wow was here, the status did not get transferred over. So now I have a question from Sister Ranas, and she's asking, I wanted to ask, is alif at the end of qara a root letter? Yes, it is a root letter. Yes, absolutely, it is a root letter. It is a hamza, okay? It is basically a hamza. Every straight line that has a haraka, you are going to call it hamza. Is this clear, my dear? This wow, you are not going to call it atf. You are not going to call it atf. It is going to be called vowel ma'iyah. From mim, ain, ya, and then you will put a small ta marbuta, round ta at the end. Okay, vowel ma'iyah. Because now this vowel is not acting as an atf here. It is not doing a job of and. It is doing a job of, with. Muhammad was, this guy Muhammad, he was in the company of the river. When he was reading the book, he was enjoying the river, he was enjoying his reading at night. Lil ilm. So lil ilm is going to be connected to your talb. Okay? Lil ilm is al jar wal majroor, which is going to be connected to talb. Did you notice that, when talb was, noticed in the sentence, for seeking knowledge. So this is all connected to each other. Okay? Talban and lil ilm are connected to one another. Okay? And we have not done labeling of al-jar wal-majroor in Jumla Failure. So still, I'm not just going to utter names or labels until I teach the concept, okay? Inshallah. I hope this is clear. This example that is right in front of you is clear. For those of you who are doing this for the first time, please remember, this guy, ma'ahu, nobody is going to be saying that commonly in Quran. It is going to be hardly 4 or 5 times seen, okay? If and that is, I'm just stretching it too far. So the main maf'ul that you need to learn is maf'ul bihi. If you master this guy, most of the Quran is going to be piece of cake, inshallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already made his book easy for you. وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. So yes, you need to spend time learning it, but this book has already been made easy. So we are not going to focus too much on very complicated concepts at this point, when we are still beginning our journey. And I don't think anyone is at the point where, they need to spend 1 hour or 2 hours on ma'ahu. Yes, if you want to, please go ahead. But, focus on common things, because common things are really common. Okay, so let's just start our review here. Again, we were reviewing, but whatever I have made here for you, let's just do that. Okay, so now verse from Quran is right in front of your eyes, and I need full focus on whatever is in front of you now. Okay, I want you to be focused, to remain focused on screen and answer the questions that I'm asking you. Okay, Atayna. What do you think about this? Atayna. What does it look like? We are doing Jumla Failure. We have learned Af'al. So think about, that. Okay, it is a fail. Tell me, who is, when you see a fail, every fail will have a doer. Okay, every ma'loom fail will have a doer that will be either visible or mustatir. Okay, only mustatir in huwa and hiya form. Rest all files are, all doers are, all pronouns are visible. So what do you think about the doer of atayna? Yes, it is we, because na here told me that this can only be we. So I'm going to call it fail madi, past tense, and doer is we. Is it clear? I hope. Yes. So nahnu is the doer here, and that is, what will be the status of na here? What is the status of na here? Rough. Why is it rough, Mambreen? Because every blank is rough. Every doer is rough, right? Every doer that you are going to come across is going to be rough in status. It may not have dhamma at the end, but we know it can be non-flexible, because pronouns are non-flexible, but we know every every doer is rough in status. Now look at this. We gave Musa. What do you think about Musa? It can be maf'ul bihi. Who did we give? Who did we give? So whenever I have a who question, which maf'ul out of 5 mafa'il answers my who question? Absolutely correct. It is maf'ul bihi, because my who questions are answered by my maf'ul bihi. My detail that is pertaining to who is the receiver of the action is maf'ul bihi. Al-kitab, what do you think? Atayna means we gave. To who did we give the book? Musa. So we gave Musa. And what did we give? Al-kitab. So what kind of a question kitab is answering? What? What did we give? Right? So it is going to be my another maf'ul. Wow, what am I going to label this wow as? Who remembers? Atf. Very well done. Because my wow not only connects asma, as we learned in our murakkabe atf, it also connects an ism or a fragment. It can connect fragments, and also it is something that can connect sentences. Remember, in your notes, everything is there. If you go back, you will find all this detail in your notes. What do you think about ja'alna? Ja'alna. It's a fail. Very well done, Sister Roxana. It's a fail. What? It is a fail madi. It's a past tense. Who is the doer here? It is na, who is the doer, that is the doer, and na means we. The status of na is going to be rough, and ja'al is my fail with a pronoun attached that is rough in status, and ja'alna, we made. Who? What is who? Look here. Every time my pronoun attaches itself to a fail, what does it make? What is it? It is going to be maf'ul bihi. Very well done, Alkan's Sister Ambreen. Great job. Great job. My pronoun, whenever it is going to be attaching itself to a fail, whenever it comes as an attached pronoun, and I told you, there are different kinds of pronouns. We have already learned 3 types of pronouns. One was independent pronoun. Huwa, huma, hum. Hiya, huma, hunna. Anta, antuma, antum. Anti, antuma, antunna. Ana, nahnu. Then we learned about attached pronoun. Hu, he, huma, hima, hum, him. Ha, huma, hima, hunna, hinna. Ka, kuma, kum. Ki, kuma, kunna. Yini, na. And then we learned pronouns within the fail itself. Some were hidden, some were visible, and you see one pronoun visible here, but everything is looking a little different. So almost 3 types of pronouns you have already learned, right? Everyone with me so far, as far as pronouns go? Alhamdulillah. So who is my maf'ul bihi? And hudan is going to be, we made it guidance. So what kind of a question guidance is answering? It's a detail. Yes, it is a detail. So hudan is your detail. We made it guidance. What did we make it? It is answering your what question. And for my advanced students who have learned grammar before, please remember, you will see af'al that are going to take only one maf'ul. Okay, they always take one maf'ul, no matter what. Ja'ala, on the other hand, is among those af'al that can take two maf'ul. Mostly in Quran, you will see it as taking two maf'ul. Okay, so first was who, so you will label it as maf'ul bihi awwal, and then hudan is maf'ul bihi thani. Thani means number two. Okay, clear? I'm seeing very few answers. Okay, Alhamdulillah. So I think it is clear. So now let's just do another example because we have tall order to follow. So I will skip fa here. Okay, kazzabu. What do you think about kazzabu? Hudan is your maf'ul bihi thani. Thani means two. Okay, hudan. You can just write it maf'ul. Yeah, here you should write maf'ul bihi one, and you can write here maf'ul bihi two. Okay, clear? I hope this is clear, Ranas. Okay. Now come to kazabu. And focus. When you say kazabu, you are reading one thing. You are reading not dhamma, but along with dhamma, you are reading a wow here, right? So when you have wow at the end of your fail, what do you think about your doer? Who is the doer? Is it huwa or whom? Wow. Alkan's wow is here. If it was kazaba, it would have been kazaba huwa kazaba. But now I have wow here. So it is hum kazabu. And can you see your doer here? And most of you have already written, hum. You can see your doer here. You can see doer here in the form of wow. Remember, once upon a time we did? I'm not asking about outside doer. I'm talking about the doer that is there in your fi'l. It is not mustatir. It is baris. It is baris. It's okay. Okay? Wow is our doer. Now look at this attached pronoun with kazabu. What will you label this who? And let me see who is there in class. Farheen, Lena, Rubin. I need answers from you guys as well. Okay. So who is going to be your maf'ul bihi? Because we know whenever my attached pronoun comes attached to a fail, it is going to be maf'ul bihi. So they belied. They belied. Who did they belie? Who? So this was answering your who question. That is why you are going to call it maf'ul bihi. Fa is one of your connectors. So connector is atf. Okay, you can just learn that, for now you can just keep that in mind. The Arabic for connector is atf. Okay, just like waw atf. Similarly, fa can also do a job of connecting sentences or words. Okay, now look at fa. I have told you it's a connector. Don't worry too much about it. It is kind of like wow. Okay, so you can call it atf. Okay, if you want to put something in front of it, you can write atf. Okay, if you don't know how to put it in Arabic, that's okay. But ain fa, everyone should know in this class that how you spell atf. It's easy. Ain fa. Okay, najjayna. What do you think about najjayna? When you have noon alif, noon fatha alif, and we have been doing all those sentences with noon fatha alif. So now, by now, everyone should be clear with about what is the doer of this. It's fail madi with the doer we, and na here is pronoun, which is baris. I can see it with my very own eyes, and I'm going to say that we is the doer pronoun here, and that is my fail madi. Okay, najjayna is my fail madi. What will I call who? That is coming attached to a fail. Najjaynahu it's going to be my maf'ul bihi. I'm not going to spend more time. Now comes your vow. What do you think about this vow? We saved him. Vow is going to be my atf. Very well done. Man means whoever. We saved him and whoever. So what will be the status of man? It is non-flexible, always looks like man, okay? Never changes to mana, mani, manu, nothing like that happens. It remains like man. So it's a non-flexible listen. So I have to now know if I'm calling vow as vow atf. So whatever is the status of who, man should follow who in status. Did I not teach you this? Do you remember once upon a time we did it? Right? How the atf vow atf connects one ism with another. So it's matuf alayhi is going to be who, and man is going to be matuf, and its status is going to be nasb because it is also it's going to follow who in status. Okay. We saved him and whoever was with him. Ma'ahu. What do you think? Ma'ahu. Ma'a means with, and who means him. Ma'ahu. What do you think about word ma'ahu? Where did you learn this? What kind of grammatical structure is this? Very well done. It's your zarf. Ma'a is your zarf, special mudaf, right? According to Bayyina language, it's your zarf idafa. Okay, so yes, it is your idafa. Okay, every time you see a zarf with an attached pronoun, you will find an idafa fragment because it is one of your special mudaf. So there is always going to be an idafa construction, right? What do you think about fil fulki? Al-jar wal majroor, and I'm going to leave it as that because I have not taught you about how to label al-jar wal majroor in jumla fi'liya. Now tell me about vow. What are you going to label vow? Harf atf, very well done. Ja'alna, we just did it. Ja'alna, we, madi, right? Because na is my doer pronoun here. I can see it. I can spot my doer right there. And ja'alna, we made hum. What am I going to label hum? Because it was just like here attached to ja'alna. And every time my pronoun attaches itself to a fail, it's going to be maf'ul bihi. Who did we make? We made them khala'ifa. Khala'ifa. What do you think about this? We made them successors. It's a broken plural, yes. But what will you label it? It's going to be also your maf'ul bihi. Very well done. Remember, ja'ala takes two maf'uls. Okay, so hum is going to be maf'ul bihi 1. Khala'if is going to be maf'ul bihi 2. It is among those af'al who can take two maf'uls. So keep that in mind. Okay, Waw comes again. Again, you are going to keep it as harf atf. Aghraqna. What do you think? Not always. Not always. There is no always in Quran. But in 95% of cases, ja'ala is going to take two. Okay. If you see two asma after ja'ala and both are nasb, they are both your maf'ul bihi 1 and maf'ul bihi 2. Okay. In more than 90% of cases, not always. No always in Quran. There are 3 types of ja'ala. But right now, I'm not going to teach you 3 types of ja'ala. We are going to learn about our other details before we can go and learn all those difficult things. Aghraqna. Madi nahnu, very well done. Allazina. We drowned. Aghraqna means we drowned. Allazina. Allazina. What it is, it's a mausul. What should be the status of allazina? Because allazina is among those that when I make a table out of it. Muslim, when I put these kinds of words in Muslim chart, I get like something like this: allazi, 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 allazani, allazaini, allazaini, allazina, allazina, allazina. So it is my non-flexible ism. It is my non-flexible ism. The status of allazina is here. It is non-flexible, but it is nasbin status, because we drowned. Who did we drown? We drowned those who, right? It's a detail. It's a nasbin status. Will you ever see after aghraqna any ism in rough status? What do you think? No, you will never see. You only see asma in rough status after huwa and hiya af'al, right? Huwa and hiya. Very good. Kazzabu. Kazzabu. What do you think about kazzabu? Madi, hum, and who's the doer? They is the doer. Can you see they here? Who wrote they first? Ranas, where is they? Can you see it? Wow, very well done. Very well done. Barakallahu feek. Okay. Bi ayatina. What do you think about this construction? Al jar wal majroor ayatina. What else is going on here? Jar majroor and idafa. Very well done. There are two fragments. Make sure you all remember this. Now see, khalaqal mauta wal hayata. Khalaqa. What do you think? Ayati na. It's not we. It's an idafa. Ayatina. It's not a fail. This one is not a fail. It is an idafa fragment. Ayat with na attached pronoun. And whenever you have an attached pronoun with an ism, it always makes an idafa. Right? So what will be the status of na here? This na will be jar. Very well done. Great job. Don't forget, whenever we are learning new things, doesn't mean that we can easily forget whatever we learned in the past. Okay. Okay. Khalaqa is my madi huwa. I already had this answer. Can you see the pronoun, guys? Can you see the pronoun? Okay. Is huwa visible here? No, it's not visible. It's al-damir al-mustatir. Very well done. Al-mauta. He created al-maut. He created the death. So what is this answering? It is maf'ul bihi. It is maf'ul bihi. What kind of a question did it answer? What kind of a detail? It is my word detail. What did he create? Now, what will you label wow as? Atf. And what is al-hayata? Al-hayata. Matuf. Very well done. This answer, matuf, is the best answer that you are going to put here. Matuf. So, you know, when you will write here, al-mauta, you will write it as maful bihi mansub, right? Because ta fatha is there, mansub bil fatha, because of fatha, you know, it is maful bihi mansub. You will also write matuf alayhi, right? And then you will write waw as harf atf. And then when you write al-hayata as matuf, everyone, even, you know, a blind can tell that this person knows that this all goes in the same bucket. He did not only, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not only created the death, but he also created the life, right? You do not have to write a lot of details or extra things, but if you just reproduce or regurgitate whatever you have learned before, like, you know, if you just treat it as murakkab atf and put labels there, everyone will know that you have good understanding of your concepts, inshallah. Khalaqa. Again, khalaqa, now everyone knows by now, I think. It's madi, huwa, ad-damir al-mustatir, sab'a samawatin. What is happening here? Sab'a samawatin. Allahu Akbar. It is an idafa. That is correct answer. And it answered your what question. Very well done, Rana. So it is going to be your, what will you label here? Maf'ul bihi. right? You will write maf'ul bihi in your sab'a samawatin box. Okay, everyone is supposed to complete this handout and submit it. So please pay full attention. Okay, try to remain focused. Okay, inshallah. Zayyana. Zayyana. So what do you think about zayyana? We, Madi nahnu, very well done. And now was your doer pronoun. You can see your doer here. So fail with file. Now what is as-sama ad-dunya? As-sama ad-dunya. Al-mawsuf was-sifa. Very well done. All four properties are matching. All four properties are matching. Both proper, both feminine, both singular, and nasbin status, because this is non-flexible because of this alif at the end. It is non-flexible, but I know if it works for me, I'm going to make it nasbin status, and this is going to be my as-sama is going to be my maf'ul bihi, and ad-dunya is the sifa for as-samaa. Everyone with me so far? Type 1 if you are. Type 2 if you don't understand anything. Alhamdulillah. Ja'alnaha. Ja'alna. Madi nahnu. Na is my doer pronoun. What will I label this ha? What is this ha doing here? It's not Madi hua, it is Madi nahnu. Na is for nahnu, right? Ha is my maf'ul bihi. Remember, and ha is an attached version for what? Who remembers? Hiya, very well done. Ha is for hiya, okay? Rujuman. Rujum. We made it rujuman. So ha is my maf'ul bihi 1, and rujuman is going to be by maf'ul bihi 2. Very well done. If you remember this ja'ala concept, that it takes 2 maf'ul, inshallah, you will not make mistakes in labeling your verses, inshallah. I'm reassuring you about that, okay? I know for sure your labeling is going to be perfect. You will not make mistakes, but you have to remember, you have to be focused. When a concept is being taught, you have to give your full focus to that very concept. Atadina, what do you think? Atadina. Madi, nahnu, na is my doer. So I have a jumla failure where I have a doer. We prepared. Lahum, what do you think about lahum? Al-jar wal majroor. Al-jar wal majroor. Azab as-sa'ir. What do you think about this construction? Azab as-sa'ir. Very well done. It is an idafa. And now look at the status of your mudaf. It is nasbin status, and very well done, Ranas. You got it right. We prepared for them. What did we prepare for them? We prepared for them punishment of flaming fire. Right? No, we have not done it. I'm not answering this question. We have not done al-jar wal majroor yet. We are going to just keep it as al-jar wal majroor. Okay? Ja'ala. What do you think? Ja'ala is your fail or ism. Everyone is tired now. I know it's a long review. My apologies, but I just wanted to make sure everyone is on the same page when we are moving forward. Alhamdulillah, if you're not. Alhamdulillah, if you're not tired. And Quran should never make you tired. Always do it with a lot of passion. Okay. So Ja'ala, Madi, Huwa, Lakum. You are going to label it as what? For now, Al-jar wal-majroor, as-sam'a. What do you think? As-sam'a. Maf'ul bihi, very well done. It is your maf'ul bihi. What did he make for you all? What did he make? He made for you all the hearing and the vision and the hearts. Now, how will you connect all these three together? Give me an answer. And the whole is does not have an outside doer. Yeah, don't remember we did this concept last in our last session. Not every huwa hiya fail will have an outside doer. Keep that in mind. Okay, here the damir is al mustatir. Okay, you will see many examples of that in Quran, right? We went over that last session as well, but and that's totally fine. You should be very well versed with all the concepts. You can ask the question 100 times, that is good. Instead of not asking a question and staying with confusion and doubts, it's better to ask. Yeah. So asama wal absara, connect me this for me. So it is murakkab atf, right? It is murakkab atf. You are going to call this guy matuf alayhi, waw atf, matuf 1, waw atf, matuf 2. Okay? Inshallah. Now notice here, you are not going to call it maful bihi awwal, sani, or the third salasa. You don't label it like that. You are just going to label everything as an at fragment. So technically, in this verse, you do not see maful bihi awwal or sani, but still your ja'ala was huwa ja'ala, right? The whole you are going to label this asama as maful bihi and matuf alayhi. Then you will label the rest as we have done in the past, and we just did not too long ago with waw as atf and absara, matuf 1, waw atf, and al afida, matuf number 3, and this will remain in the same bucket, but how you label it is going to be the way that I just said. Okay, so you are just going to put MB maful bihi before asama. Okay, yeah. So, and the rest is all connected, because Allah not only created your hearing, but He also gave you vision as well. He also created the hearts too, right? Okay. So qalu, what do you think about qalu? It's wow. So qalu is hum, right? Now they said amanna. Now the hypocrites used to come to Muslims and Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and they used to say, we have believed. Amanna. So amanna is your madi nahnu as well. But what is it doing here? What is it answering? It is your maful bihi as well, right? So did you notice it's not an ism, right? It is but still it is a detail. You will put your inverted commas around this guy, amanna, and this statement is going to be your maful bihi. Okay, this statement, though it is not an ism, okay, it is going to be in place of a nasb, which is called fi mahalli nasbin, in place of nasb, because it is not an ism that can have a fatatain or fatha or yanun, or it is not an ism, but sometimes you will see a fail coming up as maful bihi, especially after qala wa ikhwatuha, when whatever is comes with qala, the statements are your maful bihis. The statement that follows qala in an active form is going to be your maful bihi. So amanna, though it is fail madi, you are going to call it your maful bihi. What did he say? What did they say? They said they have believed. Okay, we have believed. Okay. Yeah, it can be failed too. Yeah, the whole statement is going to be your maful bihi, because it is answering your what question. Like if I asked you, what did she say? What did Sister Saima say about this? So that whatever I said is something that is the receiver of an action, right? That whole statement is a receiver of an action, and that statement is going to be called maful bihi. Ja'ala. Ja'ala is going to be my huwa ja'ala, ad-damir al-mustatir, ash-shamsa. Shamsa is going to be he created the sun. Diya'an, source of warm light. So, Ash-Shamsa maf'ul bihi awwal, and Diya'an is going to be maf'ul bihi number 2, MB2, or maf'ul bihi thani. Waw is going to be my atf. Okay. And Al-Qamara is going to be my matuf. It is going to be my matuf. And again, Nuran is going to be following similarly as, these two followed each other. Like, how Ashams was with Diyan, Nuran is going to be with Qamar. What did he make Al-Qamara, the moon, a source of cool light? Then comes your Waw. Waw is going to be your Atf. Qaddara. What do you think about Qaddara? Rafata Qaddara. It's like Ja'ala, Nasara, Fa'ala, Allama. This is your Huwa, right? You don't have anything after Ra, last root letter. It is your Huwa Qaddara, Madi. And Ad-Damir al-Mustatir, who is going to be Qaddarahu? Who is going to be your? He determined its. So it's going to be Maf'ul Bihi because it's a pronoun attached to a fail. Manazila is going to be your Maf'ul Bihi Thani. Is this clear? Okay. So Massal Insana Dur. Massa. What do you think about Massa? In our last session, I told you it is just think of it like Masasa. Like Tabba. Tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab. When you said tab, it was in actuality ending with tabba, like, tabba. And I told you at that day that it is basically tababa. But Arabs, what they do is if the two second and third root letters are the same, they just join them. They do idgham of those same letters. Same here, the root letters are mim, sin, sin. So there is an idgham that has happened, and it was masasa, and it became massa. So it is fail madi hua. Okay, al insana. What is al insana? Maf'ul bihi. And what is ad-durru? It is a word that is in rough status and coming after a hua fail. So what do you think about it? Okay, outside doer, very well done. It is your outside doer because massa was hua massa. So ad-damir al-mustadir got cancelled, got fired, and ad-dur actually took over. Is this clear? I hope it was easy. So this word is little tricky, but think of it as Atta is it was alif, hamza, ta, ya are the root letters. Hamza, ta, ya are the root letters. And if ya is at the end of a word and if I have to make it madi, I just change it to alif. Okay, I don't just say ataya. I just make it like ata. Okay, so it is madi, and it is hua madi. Okay, I think I have to tell you because this is irregular. So let me tell you that this is hua madi. So ha, what will you label ha as? Ha is maf'ul bihi. Very well done. Amruna. What is amruna? Idafa. Now, what is the status of your mudaf? It's rough in status. So what will you label this? If it is rough in status, it is your doer. Very well done. So the doer for Atta is Amruna. Ata means he came or it came. But when we have an outside doer, it or he will get cancelled out. We will fire he or it here, and we will just translate it as our command came to it. Is it clear? Laylan aw naharan. What is happening here? It is when, absolutely right. So it can be your maf'ul fihi. And what is happening between laylan aw naharan? Why will you call it li ajlihi? It is just maf'ul fihi, right? It's telling you when our command came to it, right? So laylan is your time related detail. So time related detail is going to be maf'ul fihi. And laylan aw naharan, what is the relationship? It's murakkab at, very well done. Laylan is ma'tuf alayhi, aw is your harf at, naharan is your ma'tuf, and then comes your fa. It's also another connector. And ja'alna, we, and ha is going to be again your maf'ul bihi one, hasidan. Hasidan. What do you think about this one? Hasidan. Maf'ul bihi two. Very well done. See, most of examples that we have done with ja'ala, we have noticed that there are two mafa'il with that, and we labeled it as maf'ul bihi one and maf'ul bihi two. How you attempt a verse is very important. Let me tell you that. When you will do your homework, it will give me a whole idea if you have understood your concept very well or you are still not too sure about things. Okay, akhazat. What do you think about akhazat, and why I am calling it akhazat where there is a ta kasra? Why is this kasra here? Who remembers? Tajweed reasons. Very well done. Iltiqai sakinain. It is because of iltiqai sakinain, and because there were two sakinas, so we have to put a kasra. We have to add a haraka to our first sakina. We have to give a haraka to our first sakina, and in this case, in this particular case, we give kasra. So here I have, instead of ta sakun, I have ta kasra, and then akhazat is, what is the inside doer here? Yes. So here akhazat was the pronoun that was hidden, and here akhazat, I have to look for an outside doer, and I did find one. Al-ardu is an outside doer. Al-ardu, I think you guys already got it, that al-ard is the outside doer for akhazat. And then zukhrufu, zukhrufaha. What do you think about this? Zukhrufa. What construction? It's a detail. Very well done. And what is the construction? It's an idafa as well. Very well done. And the status is nasb. The earth took its adornments. So zukhrufa, what kind of a question is zukhrufa answering? What kind of a detail it is? It is your what did earth adopt? What did earth took? Right? What did it take? So it answered your what question. So zukhrufaha is going to be your maf'ul bihi. Wow is going to be your at. Is zayyanat. What do you think about this? Is zayyanat wow at, and is zayyanat is going to be your, look at the word. Ranas, focus on the word. How is it ending? Zayyanat. Is zayyanat. Right? It is your madi here, right? Think about it one more time. Here, right? Is it clear? Because of tasakun, it is here, madi. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. So, as we have learned before, that wow not only connects sentences, mufradisms or fragments, it can connect anything. So here you can see, akhazat was a jumla failure. Whole jumla failure is here, and then Wow came and wow connected one sentence to another sentence. Is it clear? So with that, I will end the session. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. So inshallah, I will send you this handout. You are going to attempt it the way we have attempted in class. And inshallah, I will be making the tables for all of these verses as well. And please kindly submit it. And within 24 hours to 36 hours, you will get your answer key. So in order to benefit, you will have to attempt it, and then you have to make your appropriate corrections based on the answer key, inshallah. Okay. So assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.